welcome to the tea making with Sarah. Put that back.
So I was wondering if you could just tell me a bit about yourself.
I'm Sarah. I live here. I have a baby.
Okay.
That's like 90% of my life.
Okay.
He's very cute, but he's gone to sleep now. Ish.
And where do you live, Sarah?
I live with my mum at the moment, who's very cool.
Hi.
Granny! But we're moving out soon, and we're gonna have a house, and it's gonna be awesome. Cool. Thank you, Granny. Yes, move. This is my stairs. This is the hallway.
So where are you going now?
So this was my brother's room, but he's in Australia, so I've reclaimed it currently to be my cosplay room. This is Wanda. I love her. And
Who's
my cloak. The mannequin is called Wanda.
Oh, right.
I named her because she's precious to me.
Why is that?
Because I can sew all the things and fit things on. I have a list of cosplays I want to do, like as long as my arm, possibly both. But I kind of, like last MCM, I went for picking costumes because we were doing a group costume. So I went for like one that I'd match with them. I kind of look to see what other people and my friends are doing, seeing if I can match them with a costume I might be doing. Even like just general, like Sunday, I wore a version of the Ice Queen, which is crossed with Fiona from Adventure Time. And I wore that on a day where I was with a Snow White and a Cinderella. So it's like sort of in the theme, but like my own costume. But if I've got like a free day, I'll just, whatever I'm working on, whatever I'm excited.
Sarah wanted to show me what she does. She makes her own costumes. You can see her passion. So you make your own costumes?
I do. That's like most of the fun of cosplaying for me, is making the thing. Here's where I have my sewing machine set up, my baby. This is older than I am.
Wow.
Yes, this was my mum's.
Ah.
And I love it.
So is this how you make your costumes?
This is a recent thing. I only got this year, so I've been sewing things, but like my costume for earlier in the year, I made a coat and I had to hand sew all of it. Took forever. And then Granny gave me this. And now it's so quick. I love it. My baby. And I don't know if it's working right now.
Tell me a little bit about where we went on Saturday.
We went to Comic-Con. MCM, it was amazing.
And
it was
who
so
did
much
you go
fun.
as?
I went as Eowyn from Lord of the Rings with my lovely cloak. I was with a team. I didn't finish hemming it, but it kind of adds to the effect. That's what we'll say. But yes. Comic-Con to me is like a giant fancy dress party. Everyone comes and wants to be their favourite characters, and I really just like making the costume, so as soon as I've worn one, I'm like on to the next thing. I used to go for the stalls because there's lots of stalls there and you can buy all the nerdy things and there's cheap comics, but I've kind of evolved now where I'm more about the cosplay. So I want to go and see cosplayers, see the costumes. I want people to see my costume, but I like meeting people. That's like my favourite thing. And I film people as well. That's one thing I've been doing, like a lot, because everyone takes photos of each other. If you see someone cool, you ask them for a picture. But I like to get some action shots and make little videos.
I wanted to know why Sarah cosplayed. What does Comic-Con mean to Sarah? Why does she do it? I wanted to know. I wanted to understand.
Okay.
What are you showing me right now?
This is my page. This is Cornographic Cosplay. Ta-da!
And what do you do on here?
This is where I post all my pictures and stuff. It's a combination of like, the page is sort of all my work, all the things I've made and want to show people, like, look at this, I made this, I'm so proud. And it's I think most people with pages are all sort of the same, of like, just give me validation, I made something cool.
Why do you to cosplay?
I didn't, there wasn't really so much inspiration from specific people, but like the first time I went to Comic-Con and didn't dress up, and seeing everyone dressed up was amazing, because it was an opportunity to be the characters I've always wanted to be. Like, I've wanted to cosplay since before I knew it was a thing.
And was that, why is that? Is that because you read comics or?
Because I've read comics since as long as I can remember. My brother, my dad was into comics, and then my brother was into comics, and they'd always record on the VHS the X-Men series in the 90s, and that was how it began. This crippling addiction to comics, where my brother grew out of it, I never did. So yeah, I can't remember a time where I didn't like Marvel, because it's been from my first memories. I was watching the animated X-Men series in the 90s, and then moved on to sort of reading my brother's old comics, and then reaching my teen years and I could buy my own comics, and then Comic-Con, and it just, everything changed. And nothing changed because I was obsessed, but I can share my obsessions. I'm gonna show you, I'm not sure, these are so many pictures.
Oh, could you show me the one of you and your son?
Yes, yes. This is the third time I've worn a Scarlet Witch costume. She's my favourite. And this is my little Marty.
Oh.
That was his first Comic-Con. And he was meant to be Spider-Man, but then he stole Thor's hammer, because he is worthy. And yeah, we were doing photos, like all of the Avengers, because so many people, so many Avengers. Everyone was trying to pick up the hammer. He runs in, grabs it, and just runs off. He was only only a tiny baby, and he's a nut job.
Do you get any money for cosplaying?
I don't. Sadly, I'm not one of them professionals. I kind of wish I was, as probably every cosplayer does. Like, this is something I love. I'd love to get paid for it, but Sarah doesn't get paid. That's the dream. I kind of have realistic expectations, where I think there's better people at sewing, there's people better at props. I'm kind of just, this is what I enjoy. But I did actually, saying that, I styled a wig for my friend and got paid for that. So technically, I'm a professional. Picking costumes, it's like, I have to like the character, but also, yeah, no, I always go for characters who I really like. But it has to be a costume that I would feel comfortable in, and also something I think I could make. So I went for Eowyn in Lord of the Rings, because she's like one of the only girl characters who isn't a girl. Like,
I know what you mean.
Yeah, like Liv Tyler, Arwen, she's an elf, she's cool, but she's all like ethereal and so beautiful, and the long dresses, which is lovely, but that isn't me. I want to be a warrior, so I had to go for Eowyn, being that she is the one who stabbed the Lich King in the face. I want to be a person who stabs people in the face.
You did.
This first costume, I feel like it's my first one as a cosplayer. This is the Scarlet Witch in her classic comic book costume. She's altered a lot recently, but this was the year before Avengers Age of Ultron, and I had to spend the entire day saying, I'm the Scarlet Witch. She's in the Avengers. You'll see her in the next film. She's gonna be, everyone will know next year, because no one recognised me.
Some people invest a lot of money into making their costumes. It depends how courageous they are and how much effort they want to be in making themselves look like their favourite characters. Comic-Con is also a chance for writers, animators, casts or stars from TV and films to attend these big events to get notification for what they're trying to do. Comic-Con is an event where 130,000 people descend to London's Excel Centre to celebrate comics, fantasy, anime, computer games and a lot more.
Where are we going? We're going to Comic-Con!
Are we?
Oh my god! Sorry, slightly excited. We are at the London Excel Centre next to the river, the Thames.
Cool.
Yeah. So for Pokemon Go players, there'll apparently be a Lapras. I'm Eowyn from Lord of the Rings. Blackhand.
And I'm Batman.
Where all the stalls are. There are like maps and stuff of areas, but I don't look at them. We kind of wander around and hope for the best.
I need to get matcha Kit Kats at some point.
She needs her sweets. Main goal of today, freebies, and that is so cool. This weekend I have 4 costumes for 2 days. I'm Eowyn right now. I was just with a Lord of the Rings group, and then I'm changing into Quicksilver shortly, and then tomorrow I've got Ice Queen Fiona, a girl version of a character from Adventure Time, and then Captain Boomerang, just sort of because it's a warm jacket. Nightwing! Hello!
Oh, hey!
You look very cool.
Thank you so much.
Would you like to be in a documentary?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Awesome. What are you cosplaying today?
I am Nightwing, modelled around the Arkham Knight game.
Awesome. Nice.
I am a male version of Blake Belladonna from the show Ruby.
They're very cool. Awesome.
Where are we going now, Sarah?
Now we're going to meet a person. We're going to go see a man about some armour. So, what is this costume? Who are you cosplaying?
This costume, this is an own design, designed based off Skyrim.
Awesome.
Fantastic game.
Oh, yeah.
Releasing their special ultimate fantastic edition.
Ask you some questions. So, you are Agron from Pokemon.
Yeah.
We were followed by crowds, had constant photo opportunities, but met some really cool people.
Did you have an awesome day?
Yes.
It was awesome.
Yes. Now I'm getting changed. That's hot too. Because I'm like all sweaty.
Oh yeah.
This is a very sweaty costume. So I'm
How
gonna.
was your wig?
It's just everywhere. Look at it. It's like, I like it. It's pretty, but also it's so long. There's so much.
And you met some awesome people.
I have met lots of people. There's more people I want to find tomorrow because I haven't seen some of the people I see sometimes. Yes, there's like a handful of cosplayers who I see at every convention, and then I'm like, I will find them again. They're my friends.
Awesome.
I'm like, I'm not sure if they think I'm just an acquaintance, but they're my friends. Tomorrow, I'm getting a lift up. We're going to be here earlier, and I'm going to do filming all day.
Woo.
Yeah, I don't actually have any photographers booked tomorrow to take any pictures, so hopefully I can get someone to take a picture of my costumes. My plan for next year is this. This is from a game called Plants vs. Zombies, which is like a free phone game. They've made Xbox version and stuff, but I love this game. I've played the first one, I've played the second one, I've played all the versions. This is a zombie. You play putting the plants down to fight the zombies trying to invade your house. My plan is I'm going to make the head out of like paper mache or some sort of foam or something, probably paper mache, and I'm going to mount my GoPro in one of the eyes so I can film all day and eat people, and then hopefully I'll be able to look through the mouth and so I can see where I'm
A
going.
massive thank you to you, Sarah. It's been lovely meeting you.
It's been lovely being filmed. Thank you.
Okay, so that's us doing the documentary, and we're all good.
Woo! It's been a lovely experience. Thank you so much.
Super Iron Roll.
Matt is Spider-Man.
Oh, hey, I'm Fraser.
Spidey Martha. Okay, I'm Spider-Man.